guys, happy Monday and welcome back. Today I am going to do a tutorial on something that you guys ask all the time, which is just my everyday kind of messy curl look. So if you would like to know how to do this look, just keep watching. Okay, so after I got out of the shower, I sprayed Color Lover Primer 11 in my hair, and now I've just been letting it dry for a little bit while I did my makeup so it's not soaking wet when I go to dry it. I'm now just gonna add a heat protectant in my hair so that it doesn't get damaged by the blow dryer or the curling iron. I'm just using this Chi Infra treatment, but you can use whatever heat protectant you want. So I'm just gonna run that through the ends of my hair. Originally, I wasn't gonna show you guys blow drying my hair, but for this hairstyle, I don't use a round brush because I don't want it to be smoothed out. I want it to be more textured and messy rather than soft and smooth. So I'm just gonna blow dry my hair using my fingers as a tool and kind of just blowing it in all different directions. No rhyme or rhythm, just getting it dry and adding some texture in there. Now I just have this kind of crazy, wild, frizzy hair going on. So we are going to break it up in sections and start curling. So I'm just going to take, I have a mirror over here if you guys are wondering why I'm like talking to off the screen. I'm going to take this bottom section and then I am going to take a texture sea salt spray, which is the Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Texturizing Sea Salt Spray. That was repetitive. And I'm just gonna spray it throughout this section. You might be wondering why I'm not putting hairspray in it yet. I'm actually not gonna do any hairspray until I'm setting it at the end. This is to kind of keep the waves looking more just natural and a little bit more undone rather than looking like you curled them with a curling iron. I always forget what size curling irons are. I think this is an 1.25 inches. I don't know. There's two different ways I primarily do this. I will take the hair and wrap it around the barrel upside down using it like a curl wand. But for this look, I am going to just be using it like a standard curling iron. Taking about, I always like to try to say how big these sections are, but to be honest, it just depends what I grab. And also as I get lazy, they get bigger. But we'll try to do it proper for you. So I'm gonna be taking these sections rather than going like 1 inch or 2 horizontally. They're gonna be more vertical because I'm actually pulling the curls down. Taking my first section, this whole row we're gonna curl away from the face and leave just the very ends out. Again, that's gonna help to look more undone and less extreme of a curl. And then just pull down. And for the back section, I just part my hair down the center and split it to the sides. So I'm not worrying about doing anything different to the back. And same thing on my left side. Again, curling away from the face. Now we are going to let down the next section. And as for right now, I'm not worrying that I parted my hair on the side, so the one side's gonna be much larger than the other side. We will deal with that when we get to the top. For the second layer, I'm gonna curl towards my face, except for the pieces framing my face. I'm always gonna curl those away from my face. So I'm just gonna take this very front small piece, curl it away just like we did the first layer, and then the next piece and following, we're gonna curl towards the face. Forgot to spray my sea salt spray again. By doing the curls alternating different ways through the sections, you're gonna add more volume, and you're also gonna make it look less like perfect curls and more just natural waves. If you have them all going the same way, they tend to blend together and just look like one big wave. But this is gonna look piecier and just more like lived in, slept in curls. Okay, other side, again, this first tiny piece framing my face, curling away from my face, and then from there we're gonna curl towards my face. Okay, and my third and final section, I'm gonna spray again. Work that in a little bit. And for my top layer, rather than now curling all away from the face, I alternate it each and every curl. It's just what I found that works best for me to give my hair volume since it is so thin. You don't have to do this. You can curl this whole section the same way if you like. Keep going with your alternating layers. But especially because this section's so small, if I do them all the same, they kind of just blend together. So the one closest to my face, I'm gonna go away from my face. My curling iron turned off. Does that ever happen to you? That's so annoying. Like, why is this piece not curling? God damn it. And then when I get to this last big section, I'm just gonna take all of it and just curl it away from my face and then pull down. So it looks really silly at first. Alright, now taking my hairspray, I'm just gonna spray it all over, and this is gonna really help it get piecey and textured. I like to spray under and go up at my hair because I feel like it gives it a lot of volume since I do have thinner, flatter hair. Alright, I'm just gonna use my fingers to kind of run my hands through it, give it a little bit of a messier look because right now they're obviously overly curled. But just breaking it up, not overdoing it. You don't want to take out all of the curl that you just put into it. And I also kind of like scrunch up. Just mess with it. Get it to look the way you want. Also, when I'm done, just to kind of perfect little areas if they're bothering me, I will take the curling iron and do the whole back barrel kind of curl just to break anything up. Like right now, my bang is all kind of doing one big swoop. So I'm just going to take this section, wrap it around backwards. By doing this technique of curling, it gives it more of a wave rather than a curl. So before I mess this up, I don't know if you guys can see that, instead of it spiraling, it kind of just waves it. Alright guys, so that's my everyday hair look. I hope you enjoyed learning how I curl my hair. If you have any questions, as always, comment below. My hair's stuck in my lip gloss. Anyways, if you have any questions, please comment below. I would be happy to answer them and help you guys out in any way that I can. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye guys, love you. Mwah. Come in.
Can I ask you a question really quick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you think it's okay if I title the video Big Areolas and Little Vagina Lips? I just think it's funny, but is it too much or is it funny?
You should add ball sacks.